Hello, I'm going to keep my hands up so I don't injure myself. Welcome to...
No. I was keeping up the tradition of you getting hurt.
Yeah, but I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Welcome to this reaction, because we do reactions and stuff and other things and stuff. And this time we're going to react to something called Star Wars The High Republic, and it's the launch trailer. I don't know what it is. I've read some things about it, and I was just indicating that it might not even be a film or a TV series. It might be a series of books, it might be comics, I don't know. But
I hope it's like a series or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So we're just going to react, see what we... Because I haven't seen this trailer. Have you seen it?
No.
So we don't know what it is. We're just going to watch it.
We are the guardians of peace and justice. Beyond the stars is a near endless frontier. Our order was meant to shine its light in even the darkest corners of the galaxy. There, we found an evil that none of us had trained for, that threatens all we know.
God, that was a cool looking lightsaber.
It's a book series, I think.
Lightsaber.
Oh, Jonah! Oh, I'm never going to be able to keep up with it.
For the survival of the Republic, the fate of all Jedi, for control of the Force itself.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at all this. How am I supposed to find all of that? I don't even know how we can react to that. But I am blooming excited.
It looked really cool.
It does look cool, doesn't it?
I like the fact that, again, they're doing stuff not Skywalker related.
Yeah.
Because while I love the Skywalker story, some parts of it,
2/3 of it.
I want to see more. I want to see more.
That's it's crazy about the Star Wars universe that people still don't fully understand, is that yes, you've got the Skywalker saga, which is obviously a brilliant story. Well, 2/3 of it is brilliant. The extended lore in itself is just ridiculous. Like, it's the size of it is just ridiculous. So the High Republic, I imagine, because I'm not entirely sure when it's set, I'm pretty sure the High Republic is set just after the old, what you would call the Old Republic, which is the game.
Yeah.
And that's when sort of this, like, the Old Republic is when the Sith are in their hundreds and they're all fighting, and it's the war between the Jedi and the Sith.
So we'll be saying like why the two Sith rule might be
this. I think this will be after the two Sith.
Oh, you think?
So it'll be sort of, they've already gone into the rule of two.
Well, I mean, Yoda's alive, so Yoda was 900 when he died, roundabout. So it can't be like.
I think with this, the Sith have disappeared. So if all of them just believe the Sith are gone.
So it's like the Jedi getting back to their like.
Well, this is the high, and it makes out as if this is the Jedi at the absolute height of their power. Which is cool, and everything's just cool. Aren't the Jedi cool? Star Wars is just cool.
I know. I feel like the fact they're splitting off, like with the Mandalorian stuff, I feel like that is Star Wars kind of like Disney kind of like they're kind of like getting ready to show us more, even though they're still technically in that, even though the Mandalorian isn't technically like a part of the, you know, Skywalker story. Well, I guess it kind of is, because, you know, spoiler alert, Luke's in it, but it's still kind of in that time, isn't it? So I kind of hope they go back and they do some of these older stories after.
Yeah, because that's I mean, for some reason Lucas whatever
There's a
sect, yeah, like they only resign things like this to books and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Filoni's doing a series soon. I don't know what it is, but they're doing a bunch of series, and they keep. For some reason, almost all of the extended series that they announced is taking place in the Skywalker saga, and it's like what I want more than anything now is Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni to make something set 3,000 years before. Because they would just know what. I mean, when you hear Dave Filoni talk about Star Wars, it's like
the biggest geek ever.
Yeah, he is what he is, the chosen one. He will bring balance to the Star Wars fan base again.
Yeah. But I mean, I would love to see something with the Old Republic, like all the Sith and like all the that would to me would be so cool. Having more than 2 Sith fighting like all these Jedi.
For all of you who are watching. If you want to know why we like the Old Republic so much, go and watch the trailers for the game. They are better than the entire sequel trilogy.
That one little clip, have you seen the red lights where they land and they see the red lightsaber?
Oh, and Malgus goes, "You were deceived," and then
and then you see like 1, then 2, and then all of them start going off, and you kind of like. Just the amount of lightsaber fights they could have. God.
It's just I mean, it's
so cool.
It's almost every character. Even in that, every character is important for some reason. And you kind of, they're like 2-minute trailers, and it's like that's why I enjoy them more than I enjoyed the sequel trilogy. Because you can sit and watch them and go, okay, I understand why this guy is so scary because no one can stop him for some reason. He practically, when Palpatine has this 30-year plan of destroying the Jedi, Malgus just crashes his ship into the Jedi Temple.
It's just like, the hell with you guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to crash a ship into you guys and that'll be it. But it's just...
I know.
Even afterward, like after the Skywalker saga, you could do continue to write all of this stuff. And it's... Obviously, they're probably not now because they're retconning the sequels, aren't they? Did you know that? Did you know they're retconning the sequels?
I heard that was in talk. I didn't know are they actually doing it?
They're actively trying to retcon them now because when the sequels came out, apart from all the gatekeepers who tried to tell us that you shouldn't be emotional about Star Wars. That's what people say. You shouldn't be emotional at movies, even though that's what movies are designed to do.
Yeah.
All of the Star Wars people who love the sequels basically just went, well, we don't get what you want. It's like, we made this and you don't like it. What do you want? And then here's Dave Filoni making all these things that are absolutely fantastic, and we all just go.
We're all collectively falling in love with Dave Filoni as time goes on.
It's like,
and
this is what we want.
And they're like, we just can't find a director that knows stuff about Star Wars. And Dave Filoni's in the background like,
yeah,
okay, just like.
They're literally sitting there going, stop screaming The Mandalorian and tell us what you want.
I know. It's like even Jon Favreau. Just let the man keep on writing stuff.
Can you imagine being Jon Favreau?
I mean,
what a legend.
Imagine being
started
that
the
level
MCU,
cool.
brought Star Wars back from the brink of destruction. What's he going to do next? He's probably the cure for COVID, isn't he?
What, him himself?
Just him, yeah.
Just spending a day with Jon Favreau cures, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, imagine just being that level of awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think you could handle it. I don't think I could handle it. Only Jon Favreau could be Jon Favreau.
Yeah, the guy's cool, isn't he? He's a cool guy. I'm excited for this, but I'm gonna have to write a list of all the things that I'm gonna have to try and keep hold of. Because I've been trying to read Star Wars books recently, and I've read a few.
So many. I'm sorry, I don't even know her name. What's she called? That lass that is the main producer at Lucasfilm.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, who's like there isn't any books and stuff to go off of. Put a list here.
It's going to be a small list in the video.
We'll just have it here, everywhere. It's like there's so much, and she.
I would be quite happy watching a series on Darth Plagueis, things like that.
That'd be so cool.
You could sit and write an entire 10-episode series just on the relationship between Darth Plagueis and Darth Sidious. Because Plagueis comes up with a plan to eradicate the Jedi, and Sidious is the one that enacts it.
I mean,
you could literally call it the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. Literally, give the fans what they want.
Literally though, like George Lucas managed to make like Darth Plagueis from like that one little scene of just Sidious like talking about like the tragedy of Darth Plagueis. Like he made him such a cool character out of just one little like 30-second scene. It's like, oh my god, just
Yeah, and yet there isn't. Like for some reason they decided to go, here's what we want. We want a series where it's just R2D2 and C3PO running around, as opposed to going, right, okay, here's the actual story of Darth Plagueis. It's like, why the hell do we want to see more of R2D2 and C3PO? They're in every single film. It's like, as much as I love Anthony Daniels and the guy who played R2D2, I've forgotten.
there's only so much droid we can take.
Literally, the worst episodes of the Clone Wars are the ones with the droids in. There's, like Michael said in our podcast, it's like there's an episode where they just hunt fruit for an entire episode. You sit there going,
Yeah.
oh, look, I'm dying. And it's
You're waiting for like the.
You're waiting for the Maul episodes and Savage Opress episodes, and it's like they give you R2D2. It's like, I don't want that. Give me the 7 years that Darth Maul spent in half.
I mean that's why I was so mad. The fact that people ruined the three movies we were going to do with the Boba Fett and the Obi-Wan because they were going to be after.
That smell. Smell making toast or something.
Something like that. But because that was obviously Darth Maul was going to come into it, and because people decided to boycott Solo.
Well, he didn't just come into it. He was going to be the main bad guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, but we were finally going to have, you know, like them go down that route. If you know Darth Maul was going to be in it, we might have seen like Ahsoka Tano in that. You know, like there were so many possibilities that were going to be so awesome in those three movies, and stupid idiots just decided to boycott the movie because a 70-year-old man wasn't going to play a 20-year-old younger version of himself.
This is supposed to be a reaction.
I know, but I don't care.
So yeah, that's our reaction. We'll leave it there, guys. That's our reaction to the Star Wars High Republic trailer. Let us know what you think. Are you going to read them? Because I'm going to read them. I'm going to try and read them.
If you can find them all.
Can you imagine what's going to happen is, right, I'll buy like 3 on the trot, I'll read the first 2, and then I'll turn out the third one that I've bought is actually the 4th one.
Yeah.
So I'll be sitting there spoiling it for myself going, what? This wasn't where I was. And then I'll be scouring the internet trying to find the actual book that I missed, just so I know the spoiler alert that I've already given myself because I've read the wrong freaking book.
Just to discover there's another 10 after that.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to read them though. So yeah, let us know what you're excited. You got any theories? Is there any things that you would like Star Wars Lucasfilm to make? Did you know I'm writing my sequel video?
Yeah, you've already told us that, yeah.
Yeah. Expect that soon because I'm gonna write them all out. It's gonna be cool because I'm already excited. I've pretty much written the first one and I love it all. I like it more than I like the sequels.
I mean, you wrote it.
Maybe me and Dave Filoni could be best friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments what you
think.
You
and Dave Filoni being best friends with him just being sat there talking about Star Wars and you just go, yeah.
Not even that. I wouldn't even be moving. I would just like just listening to him talk. He could be ordering a coffee and I'd be sitting there going
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.
We went on a bit of a rant there, didn't we?
Yeah.
I need to know.